Controlling our emotions doesn't necessarily mean that we're suppressing them, but we're gaining peace within ourselves. We're gaining control within ourselves, so we don't have to have all these emotions that are suppressed bottled up within ourselves, and then we just react out of character. So I'm going to give you guys a few ways on how you can maintain, your emotions, how you can gain control over your emotions. Stop avoiding your emotions. If you feel like in the moment that you need to express right then and there, express, but get in a quiet space and express. Don't sit there and be in denial about your emotions and be like, I don't care, I don't give a F, I don't care how I feel right now, or I don't really feel this way. It's just, don't ignore how you feel, because that can only be suppressed within yourself. It can only bottle up, and it's like taking a glass of water and overpouring the water in the glass. You need to take a sip of that glass, and you need to let that water go through your eyes sometimes. You need to express sometimes. If you can't express then and now, then express later. Go express to somebody else. Express how you feel to other people. If you need to go talk to someone, go talk to someone. See, I don't have nobody to talk to, okay? I don't have any friends. I don't have anybody around to talk to me. So I have this app called Sincerely, and it's not sponsored. Guys, it's not sponsored. I'm not even up there enough to sponsor an app. But it truly helps me because, I get on the app and I tell people how I feel, and they respond to me because I'm expressing in a way. I'm not bottling up, and I'm taking control within my emotions. Also, I go and pray to God, and He helps me with that. So that's a way as well. So stop avoiding them. Just express.
What?
Another thing, analyze them and where they came from. Now, I'm going to put up a wheel of emotions. You can sit there and look at that chart and see where that current emotion lies, and then look at where that stems from within yourself. What started that emotion? What made you feel that certain type of way? And if somebody made you mad, somebody pissed you off, or if you're in a relationship and you feel some type of way, like for example, a significant other, he eats and then he doesn't wash the dish out. I'm not going to sit there and not say anything, because it's going to happen again. I'm going to address it. And if you have fear with addressing a certain situation, it's not going to get handled, especially if you're in a relationship. But if something is happening and you have, fear within addressing that, go journal, go meditate. Not everybody has balls, So you could be picked on and they say something and you don't address it. But around here, we have balls, okay? So if you feel some type of way, you better address that right then in the moment. No ma'am, because they're gonna disrespect you another time. So to avoid all that, address it. But if you literally just have the fear to not express your emotions, if you literally have the fear to not address your emotions, just go ahead and journal. Just go ahead and write down your feelings. Go ahead and pray. Because I pray. Oh my God, I pray every single day. So I feel some type of way, God. I feel this way. Can you help me with this? Can you lessen the stress within my heart? Because I feel shitty. Analyze them and where they came about. View it in a third point of view. You don't have to always view that in a logical manner. And you also have to understand that your emotion is a conscious state of being, so it will eventually pass over. But to lessen that stress within that moment, you need to analyze that, and you need to make a emotional decision and a logical decision, because on the left side of our brain, we have the logical side. On the right side of our brain, we have the emotional side. So therefore, you can give yourself the emotional and the logical response to that. So it'll be better to understand yourself and to gain that emotional intelligence within yourself. So another thing, don't self-criticize about how you feel. If you feel a certain emotion and if you feel like it's not valid because that ego keeps on talking, or because of some childhood trauma, sometimes when we express ourselves and we tell our parent that we got a roof over our head and we got food on the table and we should not be worried about anything. Don't put that over your head, because just because that parent said that can travel on down to that teenage hood and that adulthood, to a point where you feel like your emotions is not validated. So validate your emotions. If you have to do affirmations and journal and ask yourself, this feeling is validated because I feel like this emotion is validated because I feel like this is important to me. So do affirmations. It's so important to journal how you feel, go in your notes, make some poetry. Sometimes you can make music, but express, and don't get in your head and don't criticize yourself. Silence that voice in your head, or silence that ego. Choose a better, kinder dialogue to respond to yourself. So don't be all, upset and self-criticize about, how you feel over that moment. It's valid. Also, self-regulate yourself. So if you have stress, anxiety, jealous, disappointed, lost, lonely, go to the things that makes you feel comfortable. So say, for instance, I feel lost. I'll go to my Bible and I will gain my sense of beliefs back. Things that make you feel like you're in the present moment. So be there for yourself. Sorry I messed up on this part, but every emotion is a reaction to how you feel inside. That reaffirms your beliefs, your boundaries, and your desires. But it doesn't have to be put into every action. So understand that when you feel a certain type of way, like I said, it's a conscious state of being. So if you feel some type of way, don't express that in the action. Express that within yourself, because our emotions is not who we are. I just want to. That's just how I feel inside. I don't have to go do that. Okay. So it's just all the mindset. Stay in the present moment and understand, reaffirm yourself and who you are. So yeah. Self-awareness. Have a lot of self-awareness. A lot of people do not have self-awareness. So how you can gain that when it comes to your emotions is reflect daily, introspect about how you feel. Sit there in the bed. I do this all the time. I'll sit there. I even do this with my dreams. I'll sit there and I will go over the scenes in my head. I would introspect and I'll sit there and meditate. Where did I went wrong? How can I make this better? And just not how can I make this better, but I would sit there and just, feel how I feel in that moment, and what can I do to, avoid that same problem. So just, that's one way how you can control your emotions. Rest and rejuvenate yourself, because sometimes we are not at our 100%. We could got 5 hours or 4 hours of sleep last night, and then we wake up thinking we are all there. No, we're not all there. An average human being needs 8 hours of sleep. That's just me, but I sleep 10 hours. So to release all that and make sure your emotions are, regulated, get enough sleep, get enough food, get enough drink. Sometimes we could be hangry or irritated because we don't have food. Sometimes you can be irritated because you don't know that you need food. So take a snack, sit down, and like I said, go into a space where you feel comfortable and get some sleep. Emotion anchoring. Be in the present moment. So if you feel some type of way and you can't express your moment, if you can't express yourself then and there, you can sit there and tap. So your mind will wander off and everything turn red, everything turn black. So if you have, what I do when I'm like upset or just like, I take my fingers, I don't know, this is like a nervous habit, but I just take my fingers and I just do like this, and it makes me feel like I'm here. I'm existing. I'm in the present moment. Or I tap my foot. I'm existing. I'm in the present moment. Sometimes we space out. We existing. We're in the present moment. So emotion inquiry. Be present in the moment. Transactional analysis. This goes hand in hand with self-criticism. So therefore, when you are upset, recognize what character, what age you're operating off of. If you're operating off of a child mentality, a parent mentality, or a adult mentality or state of being, you need to always operate on that adult state, because sometimes we could be operating on the child state and be upset. We have to switch our egos or switch to our higher self. I always say this, and respond to ourself that is acting in this moment, because we all have this higher self. If you don't have this higher self, create it. Okay, so yeah. And also one more thing, learn more. You can go into that Bible and it will teach you everything you need to know, but I'm not going to, force that on anybody, because I don't want y'all saying, you're forcing things. I'm not forcing. I am trying to help y'all out. But look, just go into emotional intelligence. Learn about your emotions. Go into psychology. I love psychology. I learned dark psychology. So it's just different levels of psychology you can learn. Sorry, that's my washer in the back. But there's different psychologies you can learn. There's different philosophies you can learn, and just learn more about emotional intelligence. So yeah.